Hello Havarim, it's 5781 and welcome to Matzah Magic. Hello friends, and welcome to another riveting episode of the Jewish Handyman Show. This show we've named Matzah Magic, where we will be exploring some of the unique qualities of this ancient and timeless Jewish delicacy. But first, let me share with you a brief story as to how we came to produce this particular episode. Recently, I was asked by representatives of the Egyptian government if I would be willing to honor a soon-to-expire warranty that was given to Pharaoh at the time by my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Now, their request intrigued me, so I agreed to pay a visit to the site to see what I could do. Well, shortly after completing the much-needed repairs, I was then approached by one of the locals who offered to sell me an original sheet of matzah that he said he found while digging around in the area. As it happened, it seemed that in my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's haste to get out of Dodge, so to speak, he inadvertently left behind a few sheets of the delicacy, and now this guy happened to have a sheet for sale. Of course, I jumped at the opportunity to be able to buy something that was once property of my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. But knowing how the Egyptians might frown upon removing an ancient cultural artifact from their country, I cleverly disguised my purchase as an LP record album in order that I might be able to spirit the item over their border on my way home. And here is that matzah. You'll notice the piece taken out. I wanted to send a sample over to my friends at the Matzah Testing Labs, Inc. to see how the ancient matzah differs from the modern. And here are the lab results. Cameraman, why don't you come on over here for a close-up?
And this is something I didn't know. Just like its distant relative, modern matzah also has a forever shelf life.
It's amazing, and that's why we've named this episode of the Jewish Handyman Show Matzah Magic. So stick around. After this brief commercial break, we'll be back with more amazing matzah magic. Friends, as you know, your long Passover Seder cannot be concluded without your kids finding the afikoman that was hidden by you earlier in the evening. But what if it's late, the kids have long since given up the search for the afikoman, your guests are tired and want to go home, and after your multiple glasses of wine, you're too drunk to remember where you hid the afikoman earlier in the evening? Well, luckily, the Jewish Handyman is once again to your rescue with our all-new and patented Emergency Afikoman Tracker. You simply and discreetly place the sending unit into the afikoman bag along with the afikoman prior to hiding it. Then, if needed later in the evening, a simple push of the button causes the transmitting device to emit a strong beeping signal directing you to its location. And here it is, hidden in Aunt Rose Pepper's shopping bag. So there you have it, another successful and meaningful Seder brought to you this year courtesy of the Jewish Handyman's patented Emergency Afikoman Tracker, available in sisterhood gift shops everywhere. And if your shul doesn't happen to have one, try the shul down the street. You know, the one you've said you'd never be caught dead in? Friends, now that we've learned that these modern sheets of matzah have a shelf life as long as the original antique, What can you do? You've got a few open boxes left over from last season, and the rabbis have already told you that you can't use them at your Seder table this year. Well, once again, the Jewish Handyman is to your service with ideas of how you can instead recycle last year's leftovers into this year's unusual gifts or interesting items that you can use around the house.
Drilling a single sheet makes 4 nifty coasters for Mom. And gluing up a full with partial sheets makes for a beautiful centerpiece. How about a humidor for Dad? A jewelry box for Safta would be nice. That all-important prune dispenser for Saba is a necessity. Finally, for Wednesday night, how about you make poker chips and a deck of cards?
Hi guys. Ever wonder how we at the Jewish Handyman Baking Company produce and package our delicious matzah crackers? Well, let me take you behind the scenes and you can see how the magic is produced.
First, measure each sheet for squareness. Then over to the table saw to square up as needed. At our template station, we set out our cutting lines. Then back to the table saw to cut 3 equal strips. The strips are then bandsaw cut into 3 equal squares. Finally, we sand up any rough edges. And there you have it. The crackers are hand-packed, boxed, and ready for shipment. From our table to yours.
These matzah crackers are so good.
Thanks, Mom. I'm sorry, friends, but it seems we've come to the conclusion of this edition of the Jewish Handyman Show. We hope you've enjoyed this particular episode, and if you'd like to see future shows, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. You'll be doing a mitzvah. And as always, if any of you guys have any comments or suggestions or ideas that you'd like us to consider for an upcoming show or would like to advertise with us, please go ahead and email us at thejewishhandyman.com. If we use your idea, we'll be sure to give you screen cred, and maybe, who knows, we'll throw in one of these nice Jewish Handyman Show mugs. Stuart Shevin of Detroit, Michigan had a great idea. Stuart, a mug is on its way to you. Well, that's it for now. We at the Jewish Handyman Show hope that you and yours have a happy and meaningful Passover. Hag Sameach, and thanks for watching the Jewish Handyman Show. See you next time.